To Sandy and Sunday here in Quarantine Gigs. That was the third man. I missed out a tiny little bit of that in the middle. I've just realised after practicing all morning. Never mind. I never get a second go at these things. Here I am, an international man of mystery. Oh God, I'm getting desperate for ideas now. But look at Toki. Toki's back with me. Toki's forgiven me for running off with another doggy last week. 2 doggies, in fact. Although there was only a picture of one on the Facebook photo last week, it was actually 2. It wasn't just Jasper that I was cheating on little Toki with. It was another dog called Hamish. Shocking. And yes, I'm sorry. I know. I've been trying to keep a secret from him. I'm so sorry. But I'll make it up to you. Anyway, he is trying to lick the honey off my finger because I've just been eating some honey on a piece of toast, some fresh honeycomb from my friend Peter Brady. But because he's so stingy, I've only got this tiny little bit left. Look, I've been making that last for 2 weeks. Look, it's gone all black and rotten in the middle. Now, apparently that's nectar. That's really good if you get that in the comb. If it doesn't kill you. But look, he's going mad for this. Oh yes, if only he could get to the honey. If only one of those little doggy paws could open. Oh, sorry, that was the one he was holding on my knee. Sorry, Ducky. If only his little doggy paws could open the... Oh no, well, never mind. We'll show you how to open little honeycombs later. Anyway, I'm dressed as Harry Lime. No, am I Harry Lime? Yes, I'm Harry Lime, or the other one. Harry Lime was actually the guy that died right at the end of right at the beginning of the film. How to make a film really exciting? Kill the main person off. Oh, it's a little bib. Look, he's got a little bib now. It's a little spy bib. It's where he can carry his secret information across the bridge to meet the other little doggy. Are you the doggy I'm supposed to meet? Ruff? Yes. Here, this is secret information for you. It's like a little St. Bernard sparrow. Oh God, I'm just making this up as I go along. Well, if I take this jacket off because it's very hot today, even though it's pouring rain. I'm glad to see it's going back to pouring rain outside. I'd be very disappointed if it was. It's more of that nasty sunny weather that we had last week. I hope you enjoyed the show from the campsite last week. That was wonderful. Our first outside broadcast. I think it was a success. We got up to 2,400 views. Incredible. Now, as you can see, I'm dressed almost sensibly. This is definitely not me. You can tell it's a costume because I would never dress like this. I've basically turned into my friend Brian O'Hara, who always wears a shirt and a sensible V-neck jumper, and is very fashionable and smart. So there we go, Brian. That's a little compliment to you. I'm going to play a tune from our little trio, McKerran, Brechin and O'Hara, later as well. But I will keep the hat on for the sake of stylishness. I'm going to open the windows now so that we get back to, yes, the normal blinding sunlight. Here is Toki, my faithful friend, despite my naughty transgressions against him. I'll just make sure that you can see his little cheery face because he's always so happy to be in the show. Now we're going to start with, that's a lovely theme that, by the way, the third man. Oh yes, I was going to explain that this week, I've got to tilt the hat somehow, yeah. Oh, like that, which way? That way, that was better. Yes, this week I've decided in a typical spy fashion, he thinks I'm getting something to eat. I've managed to, in a typical spy fashion, I've written the entire set list for today's show on this microdot, because I thought that would be quite funny to have it written on a microdot, and it'd be a little bit clever, you see, and nobody will see me reading off it. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh God! Let's see if we can find the little dot, Tucky. What's the plan? I've lost the plan. We've lost the dot. We've lost the dot, and we've lost the plot. Oh God! Right. Okay. Let's carry on with bit of music. No, before I do that, you may be wondering what on the advert what the reference to cuckoos were. Well, probably the most famous quote from the Third Man film is where I think it is Harry Lime says, "In Italy, for 30 years under the Borgias, they had warfare, terror, murder, bloodshed, but they produced Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and the Renaissance. In Switzerland, on the other hand, they had brotherly love. They had 500 years of democracy and peace. And what did they produce? The cuckoo clock." Yeah, it's a very good quote. So that's quote of the week. Quote of the week. Anyway, what am I supposed to be doing? Playing music, right? We're going to start off traditional today. We're going to go back to the 1970s. I love the 1970s when everything was brilliant. I'm sure it's just rose tinted glasses, but anyway, I still believe it. And on the TV there was the fabulous Thingamajig, weekly programme of very traditional Scottish music. It's actually thinking about remembering that inspired me. I might do a Thingamajig episode on this, because it looks like it's going to be carrying on forever and ever the way the virus is going. But I just need to get some bales of hay in. So as soon as we get some bales harvested, we'll get them in here and we'll get the whole set up for Thingamajig, where we had tartan and straw everywhere. This was a theme tune written by the fabulous accordion player Jim Johnson. Thingamajig. Well, speaking of thingamajigs, these wee thingamajiggies last week were eating me alive. The midges. I don't know if you can see, if you can get a close up from there, but that is a leg that's covered in little red dots. And no, I've not been going insane in quarantine with a red felt tip pen. These, every one, a vicious attack on my person by some of the smallest yet deadliest flying insects this side of Loch Lomond. Yes, Tookie, it's lucky you weren't there. You would have been eaten alive. You'd been a little scratchy furball, and you're a little scratchy furball already. Yeah, I was eaten alive by midges. Honestly, they just loved me. I'd be walking through the woods with friends, and they're blissfully going, "Oh, tree, oh, rock, flower, waterfall, beautiful." Meanwhile, for me, I'm going, "Ah, ah, ah," and scratching through to the layers of blood underneath because I can't stop scratching. It's actually the legs that are worse. It's the same with foreign insects. They also have the taste for me, because when I used to go on pipe band trips to places like Spain and Greece and France, I would always get bitten worse. Yeah, well, they are eating you, aren't they? They're eating your blood. And I think I personally think it's the diabetes. It's the treacly blood. You see, it's like molasses for them. They go, "Hey guys, this one's amazing. Come and taste this." And underneath my kilt socks on these pipe band trips, I used to come back with. I would literally have a forest of bumps where my calves used to be. They'd been bitten. So anyway, the same thing happened last week with the midges. But thanks to Facebook, I have received a lot of useful. We've received a lot of useful advice. One was bring Toki back. Yes, and here he is. I'm afraid Toki's not going to be with us forever. No, because his human mummy's going back to Canada later this year, maybe in October. She just told me today, and that means Toki, unless I adopt him, Toki's going to go as well. Oh. Let's hope we get back to feeding some snacks before then, because we need to give you some farewell snacks. Yes, thanks to Facebook, I got messages, other messages apart from keep Toki, to useful aids to avoiding midges, keeping them away. One from Brandy. Oh, Brandy must have loved my Brandy episode. Brandy, who's the sound man for Leith Folk Club, he suggested Beastie Be Gone, which is made by a lady in Glasgow. I haven't tried it, but I think I will order some. Many of you, of course, suggested Skin So Soft by Avon, which is the classic cure, or the classic garlic and cross for the vampire midges. But that didn't really work for me. No, it smells nice, but I mean, there's other things that smell nice for £6 a bottle, you know. So maybe I didn't get the right stuff. Probably there's a new version of it that's even better, or maybe it's just not strong enough to keep them away from me. And the other one which I got today was Nordic Summer from my friend Paul. Nordic Summer Balm, which is made of pine tree oil and beeswax. These bees are so useful in so many ways. Oh, I could eat that. Oh, I could definitely eat that. I know you can eat that, Toki, but you're not allowed to because you're a little fatty doggy, aren't you? Yes, you're a little sausage doggy. No, I've seriously not given Toki any snacks for about 4 weeks now. It's terrible. I feel like I want to give him a big juicy bone, but no. Look at this, by the way. This is his new ball. What happened was he had an orange ball. Oh, I could eat that. He had an orange ball that he loved, sort of translucent thing with rubber, and out in the park in the meadows near here, he would take it out to play, and a big bad dog came last week and took it off him, and it actually ate it. It chewed it into bits, and the owner was so mortified that he gave Toki the big bad dog's big bad black ball. Look at that. That's a steady on boy. That's a monster. That's a big olive, isn't it? Yes. That is a snooker. It's a snooker ball. Oh yeah, I can eat that. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Anyway, he loves this new big bad boy. He's got a big bad boy ball. Yeah. Yeah, he's riding with his arm out the window. Yeah, so that's the news on Toki's ball front. That's the news on Toki's balls. Right, I better move on swiftly. Here's a set of tunes by the wonderful band Lunasa, which I lifted. I've been lifted the entire set. It's exactly as they play it, but of course they don't have any accordions, which is their downfall. That's why they became so famous and successful. They could have just been miserable part-timers if they'd only got themselves an accordion. Well, now I am going to take that role, and I'm going to play the whole set just like they do on the accordione. It's a nice wee set of playing pubs. A spectacular cock up at the end there. I was too busy concentrating on the little old lady passing outside the window there, passing by me. That was a very exciting set by Lunasa, but we're going to slow things down with another traditional one. We're going to mix it up this week, yeah. And I keep tucking down here because I'm a little bit low in my chair, but I don't want to let Toki get cut out of the picture. She's quite hard to get us both in. This big hat. This week, by the way, I'm drinking in true spy fashion. Oh, I can drink that. Oh, delicious. I'm drinking, sorry, he's drinking as well. I'm drinking gin and tonic. Oh, I say what, that's lovely. It's actually just pretend gin and tonic. It's gin and tonic. It's just sparkling water. But yeah, out there in TV land, you'll never know the difference. Haha, it's kind of tricks we use with our clever stage prop department, who work very hard before every show, I can tell you, don't they? Yes, the hardest thing is getting you to wear a little hat. It's supposed to be in your head, not under there like a bib, you silly Billy. At the beginning, I was going to turn around with this mask on. Oh yes, you pick it. Oh yes, it's a dog kissing mask. Yes, I was going to turn around with this mask. Oh, ball, get the ball. Where's the ball? Oh, he's happy there. He's not going to get the ball. Yeah, I was going to turn around this because I thought that was very spy-like. Spies must be loving this day and age when everybody's wearing masks. They can walk around, haha, incognito, nobody knows who I am. Ah! Here's little Toki's mask. Oh, he's a spy, secret spy dog. Spy dog Toki. Look at him. Look at him. He looks dangerous. Right, dangerous. I'm dangerous with my own TV show. That's what I am. Here we are. This is not dangerous. This is very safe. This is Northern Lights of Aberdeen. Wait a minute, that's not very safe at all at the minute. Aberdeen's still in lockdown. Poor Aberdonians, never mind. At least they can understand each other. It's when they leave the town and try to communicate with other people in the country that nobody can understand them. If I'd like. Anyway, here's for all those of you stuck in Aberdeen, you poor Aberdonians, but lovely song, The Northern Lights of Old Aberdeen. Oh no, I could have sung this. What a missed opportunity. Toki loves this one. Yeah. Woof. Woof woof. Woof woof woof. Let's howl along to it. First, when I was a lad, a tiny wee lad, my mother used to say to me, when I was a puppy, a tiny wee puppy, my doggy said to me, she was a bitch. All together. Sing along, Toki. What about Scooby-Doo there? He's channeling Scooby. I don't have a Scooby. Yes, you like that. You're a good doggy, you're a good doggy. One of your whiskers way up on your eyes there. That was the Northern Lights of Old Aberdeen. Howling along beautifully there was myself and Toki the Wonder Dog. Toki the Wonder Dog! Oh, we should do Champion the Wonder Horse and his little trusty pal Toki one day, shouldn't we? Yes. Do you want to try and put this hat on the right way? Try not to strangle it. He was actually trying to eat this hat earlier because he does try to eat everything. There we go. Yeah, that's his little spy hat so that no other doggies in the street recognise him with this little disguise. Right, okay. Now I mentioned my friend Brian O'Hara earlier, who is from Ireland, and myself and Brian and Charlie McCarran, fiddle player, have a little trio. And I can't remember if I've played this set or not before on the show, but if I have, as I've said in previous shows, hardly anybody ever watches more than one show, and so you've probably never heard this before. But it's a wonderful tune written by fiddle player Simon Bradley, who I saw on a Zoom meet when we were doing our American Boston Harbour Fiddle School reunion a couple of weeks ago, and he was up in Beckla, where he lives. With his lovely wife, Anna Wendy Stevenson, and they were playing a few tunes on the Zoom, as was I. God knows why I was invited to the Fiddle Camp reunion, but God knows why I was invited to the Fiddle Camp in Boston Harbour in the first place, but I was twice, and it's very nice. It was wonderful. And they invited me back for the Zoom reunion this year, because they couldn't do it in reality, as we can't do anything this year. Oh, we're just stuck at home. I just had to wear silly costumes every week to entertain myself and do the show, which I am enjoying actually. I'm enjoying it quite a lot, unlike you, no doubt, but you have to suffer it, but thank you for suffering along with me. Anyway, Simon wrote this tune. What am I saying? Simon wrote this tune. It's called Lace Bobbin Man, and if you want the story of why it's called Lace Bobbin Man, you'll have to ask him, because I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a Scooby. Scooby. And that's followed by a wonderful tune called Cabin Potholes, which is written by Manaswani, I think. Okay, let's see if I can remember this. Should we practice these tunes before, shouldn't I? No, yes. I have to do my own intro. There's nobody else here to play with me.
Tricky tunes, but I think I just about made it. Ah, I found that micro dot. There it is. I'll just need to quickly read it to see what's next in the show. Ah, you see what that says, don't you? Oh crap, I've run out of material. Never mind, I'll just have to make it up like usual. Now, I was slagging my friend Peter Brady, of course, earlier, which is only right on this programme. He needs to get at least one slag every week. But he is the manufacturer of this honey, or rather, he is the owner of the bees that do the real work. He just spoons in the sugary profits at the end of the year's work. But he actually did give me more on this. He gave me another one the other week when I was up there for a tune, and we were actually playing that Lunacy set together, which is why I remembered that set. And he gave me another full one of these, and I've managed to not eat it, and Toki's managed to not eat it because he still can't get that lid open. Oh, if only I had an opposable thumb, I could eat that. Oh, he's having a wee lick of the outside of it anyway. Oh, your breath smells funny again. Have you been licking doggy bottoms? He has, he's been licking doggy bottoms, I can tell. Yeah, anyway, Peter gave me another full one, but I've managed to not eat it because I'm going to give it to my auntie as a late birthday present, because her birthday was in lockdown. We didn't get to see her, but we're going to see her later today. And I'm going to give her a nice honeycomb. I hope she likes honey, because I once gave her a mushroom grow your own mushroom kit. I know it sounds bizarre, but you can buy such things. I gave her once for Christmas, you grow your own mushrooms. And guess what thing she hates? Yeah, mushrooms. Yeah. So no more mushroom presents for Aunt Nan. But she's going to get honey today, so I hope she likes honey. Most people like honey. Everybody likes sweet things. Right. Oh, here's a good one. My Cape Breton home. I just remembered about 5 minutes before the show started that I play this tune. It's very nice. In fact, we played it on the Boston Harbour Fiddle Summer School reunion. We all played it together, even though you couldn't hear anybody else, which was a nice thing actually. They should make all sessions like that. You can have 100 people in a session, and all you can hear is yourself. Ah, perfection. But that's the way it has to work with Zoom, because there's latency, and you couldn't play all together anyway. And besides, people probably not playing the right thing. Certainly for recording players they usually aren't. I keep writing home. Okay, Chucky, are you excited about this one? Oh, he's very excited. Look at the excitement all over his little curly face. He's like a little mini Chewbacca. Ah, he's so excited. Oh, trying. You used to have more energy for the show. I know. Was it when I had the snacks? It was when I had the snacks, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring the snacks back. Maybe I can get healthy snacks, little carrot-shaped pieces of. Little bone-shaped pieces of carrot, yeah, carrot-shaped pieces of bone. No, well, you like them. My Cape Breton home. Get on with it.
spilt some honey on my leg. He's licking it, you cheeky monkey. Such a faithful little doggy. Even if he's not enjoying it, I'm not sure if he is or isn't. It's hard to tell. But if he isn't, he knows he's got to see it through to the end because he's like a good, faithful little doggy. It's like Greyfriars Bobby. He had to see it through to the end and beyond. Even after his owner died, he kept going to the graveside for years and years, probably looking for little bone-shaped snacks. Anyway, there's now a statue, of course, of Greyfriars Bobby just along the road from me, about half a mile. And it's literally just outside Sandy Bell's pub, which unfortunately still isn't open. A lot of pubs haven't opened again, and a lot of them that have opened aren't very busy. I don't know if I'll ever get music back, so there's no music at all allowed at the minute, not even tape music. Anyway, a recent thing that started happening in recent years with Greyfriars Bobby, the little statue, is a little black West Highland Terrier. And the statue's all black, but he's got a bright, shiny brass nose because all the tourists have been coming and rubbing his nose for luck. I don't know why that started. I know it happens in a lot of European countries. They rub the statue of the local dog that represents the local animal that represents the town. For example, in Bremen. Oh, by the way, it's my friend in Bremen. Well, just outside Bremen, Joanna Scott Douglas's birthday today. Happy birthday, Joanna! Yes, they have a mule and a dog and a chicken or something all on each other's back. The famous story of the musicians of music playing minstrels of Bremen, and their statue. They always get their noses polished as well. Yeah, so you wouldn't like it if you had your nose polished, would you? No, we don't like that. So yes, stop that, tourists. Stop polishing wee Bobby's nose. Stop rubbing wee Bobby. Oh dear, I can't believe I just said that on live TV. It's okay, it's not live TV. It's just Facebook. Nobody's watching. Yeah, but so in fact what we've done is we've banned all the tourists because I had a little word with the council, and they went, yeah, you're absolutely right, Sandy. It's shocking what they're doing to wee Bobby, and we're going to ban them. So yes, haha, all the tourists have been kept out this year as a result. Just one little word from me, and all the tourists are gone. Haha. But hopefully we'll come back one day. And hopefully so will gigs. Right, what's next? Strathspeys. Yes, Strathspeys. I hear you squeal with excitement out there. Here's just 3 random Strathspeys. Distracted at the end there because I just saw Fiona and Richard Allen walking past my neighbours. It was Fiona who suggested the name Sandy Lyle Stocking for the, it was very clever, for the golf episode a couple of weeks ago. And she's just walking past my window, which means she's not watching the show. Oh my God, what's she thinking? Caught you, Fiona, caught you. They're probably rushing back from the shops to watch it right now. Just a little bit behind schedule. Never mind. That's a black mark against Fiona. Black mark against Fiona. It's okay. Remember that. For not watching the show live. Oh, Conundrum. Yes, Conundrum. I've not played that for a while. This is a 2-4 marks Conundrum. What was I going to say? Oh yes, yesterday I was out horse riding. By the way, I know this is not of great interest to most of you, but I just thought there might be some horse lovers out there. In fact, I know there's some horse lovers out there. And I was at Kailzie, spelt Kailzie, which is, I know, an unusual pronunciation, but that's the way it goes in Scotland. Sometimes think about Kirkcudbright. Ha ha! How do you spell that? Answers on the postcard, please. Yes, Kirkcudbright and Kirkcaldy as well, all these places. Anyway, Kailzie, as it looks like, Kailzie Equestrian Centre, yes, riding stables. And I was invited out there by my friend Ian Willis's daughter, Rose Neve, who is 13 years old, and she's right into riding as well, and she invited me out for a hack with some other folk, and there was about 7 or 8 of us, and we went all around the hills there, almost over to Cardrona from sort of People's Way and back for about 2.5 hours. Absolutely magic. Through the forest, cantering, clippity-clop. I didn't even fall off, although I did get whacked a few times by branches because I seemed to be a little bit bigger than all the other people who were on the hack, who were mostly small children and much better at riding than me. Anyway, I just about kept up with them, and we only got rained on for the last 5 minutes, but it was a little bit torrential, but I suppose it's better than it being rained on for the first 5 minutes of a 2.5 hour hack. Anyway, very enjoyable. I don't get out for a hack very often. I tell you what, beats riding a bicycle, which is where you have to do all the work yourself. Let the horsey do it. Now, speaking of letting the animal do all the work for you, what are you going to do for us, Toki? What are you going to do? Look, the people are waiting. Come on. We want to see Toki action. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. High five. High five. Yeah, look at that. He's such a clever dog. Give me a spin. Give me a spin. Give me a spin. No, just another high five will do then. Okay, 2 high fives together. Yeah, and the other one. Yeah. Tickle. Oh, what a clever doggy. Look, he can fly as well, children, when he flaps his ears, just like Dumbo. Okay, it's a little bit too heavy to fly. We'll try that again in another few weeks of slimming. Right, we've only got 2 minutes left. I promise you the conundrum, and I will give you it. It's a 2-4 march. conundrum, and that is us finished. Now, if you just hold on, find that micro dot again, because I did have something written on it. Oh, it's got a dog here on it. I did have something, a little speech written for the end of the show to read out. Dear everyone, thanks very much for watching our show. Me and Toki always enjoy your company. And oh, I could eat that little bit of paper. And remember to leave a generous donation of between 1 and 5 pence. Yes, that's just a joke, Paul Robinson. Between 1 and 5 pence, or any amount you fancy if you wish to even go over that amount, on the PayPal link, which is somewhere at the top or the bottom of the screen. Wow, I'm so glad I managed to read that from the tiny micro dot. This is such a clever device. I will be using this again. Oh, I could eat that. I could eat that tastes like paper. Yeah. Right, so if you had some honey with it, it'd be lovely. Okay, thank you folks. That's it. It's over for another week. God knows what I'm going to think of next week. Goodbye. Oh, well, Toki, I can't believe you're leaving me. You're going to Canada. I know I make you wear these silly hats, but we can't carry this on. It's such a successful relationship. It's like the Crankies. It's like Laurel and Hardy. It's like the two Ronnies, the two Tokis. Yeah. Oh God, I've left it on again.